Hey everybody, welcome to another video. I am Mike B, your favorite fat fud in flannel, and today we're going to be doing something that was suggested to me, which is actually a pretty fun idea. Kind of funny and educational at the same time, which is kind of like what I like to do. It's called Assumptions About Me. So on my Instagram, Mike's Military US, go there, become a follower. I do post some cool stuff there once in a while that even the newsletter doesn't get first, so hint hint, it's a good place to be. Plus upcoming inventory and projects and stuff like that and ideas for videos. It's a cool place on Instagram. It's pretty interactive too. Anyway, go sign up there, and then I did a story where you say what is an assumption you have about me, and then you can type it in and blah blah blah, and I see all the responses. So I got quite a few and didn't really expect that. A lot of these are either observations or questions. An assumption is something where you go, you have 4 toes on your left foot. And then I would go, well, that's an assumption, but it's either correct or incorrect. And a question is like, I'll get to some that are questions and I'll point that out. And then observations, that's not really an assumption because you can see it, right? So anyway, I might do this in the future. So just try to make assumptions next time. But we'll go with these and I'll read these off. All the ones that were worth it, not just, effortless trolling. There's only a couple of those. Most of these were actually pretty good. So I haven't had a lot of time to look at these, just kind of scrolling through going, okay, well, I am getting replies and some of these are kind of funny, but yeah, so anyway, we'll get started here. I'll be honest if it's true or not true, and then I'll explain why it is or it isn't. So first one that came in is rather special. You'd much rather LARP in your basement than go out with friends. Okay, I'm going to break this down. I haven't really gone out with friends for most of my life. I kind of just hang out at home with friends or hang out at home by myself and talk to them, once in a while, go out to the range and shoot. There's really not a lot to do to go out around where I live. It's not like the cities or the burbs or even anywhere near there. So, I don't know, going out to us means going out and having a fire and, shooting guns and stuff like that, or barbecuing and then shooting guns and then, going back in. But yeah, I don't really do that. I haven't really done that my whole life. Pretty much a homebody, which is fine. And the basement part, LARP in my basement, I don't have a basement, so that's actually not true. And LARPing, I don't sit here and do live action role play. I dress up in this stuff for videos because it's part of the theme and it's kind of fun. Otherwise, I'm just usually sitting here in my underwear and a t-shirt, playing games, editing videos, looking at guns, learning about history, all that stuff, talking with people. That's basically, yeah, that's what I do. It's not really LARPing, I wouldn't say, because LARPing is too much effort. I'm too lazy for that. So, all right, cool, that's addressed. I'm not going to read names on these usernames because some of them are really easy, but some of them are too hard. So it's just I just chose to not read them. You'll know if it's your comment. So next one is a question. Are you ex-military? Yes. If you've seen any of my videos, I mentioned it a few times. Yes, I was in the military from 2008 to 2012. Next one. You're not afraid to call out people's bullshit when you see it. Depends on the situation, but online, of course, it's super easy because there's no repercussions. But I've called people out in real life, and sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't. It's all a matter of how you do it. Sometimes you be tactful. Sometimes when they're being dangerous at the range and they're saying that they are something that they're not, yeah, I've called people out at that point, and that's a tense situation and really not fun. All right, next one. You are very cool. That might be bias. I don't know. Oh, thanks. Next one. You enjoy tacos. That is a correct assumption. I love tacos. I prefer soft shell, but tacos are tacos are tacos. Meat filling. Don't care what kind of meat. I'd prefer beef or pork, but fish and shrimp are good too. And then all the fixins. Oh my god, good stuff. Yeah, exactly. Next one. You're a good chap. Perhaps. I appreciate the assumption that I'm a good chap. That makes me feel better. Next one. You're a little rude sometimes. Sure. Everyone can be rude. If you think I'm rude and this is really rude, wait till you get out in the real world. It's going to be a smack in the cock for you, to say the least. But yeah, I'm rude. Everybody can be rude, and it is what it is. Maybe I'm a little bit more rude than others, but it's part of life. Next one. You carry a 45 because they don't make a 46. You're goddamn right. Only steel on my hip. Next one. You can't wait till the 506 reenactors show up. Well, at the one World War II reenacting event that I've ever participated in, I played World War II Romania, and yes, I say played because it's LARPing, it's not real. And yes, there were several 506. Well, I don't know if there were 506. There were 101st, though. But Yeah, it's one of the most overdone things. As long as it's Easy Company 506, I don't have a problem with it because at least that's not mainstream. Next one. I'm just going to wipe my nose so I don't have to sniffle. I should have done that before this, but yeah, inside of the shirt, I know it's greasy, but you all do it too. At least I don't do the outside of the shirt anymore. All right. Next one. None. Well, jeez, that took a lot of effort. Next one. You're easily annoyed. Why the fuck would you think that? Yes. I'm easily annoyed about certain things. Certain things that, and it might just be me projecting about things I used to do or still do now, which is usually what people are annoyed at. They're annoyed with themselves more than others. But yeah, I'm easily annoyed with certain things, and it depends on the day and what's going on and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a fair assumption. You were a former cage fighter. How did you know? I used to be in hella good shape, and then I took too many kicks to the head, and my eggs scrambled a bit, and got fat, and now I don't do anything. No, I'm definitely never a cage fighter. Never been really into martial arts and like the hand-to-hand stuff, like physical, like wrestling or anything like that. I know, nothing physical because I'm fat. No, I've been into physical activity, just I don't like the combat sports, we'll say. So, yeah, I know I was never a cage fighter. JCA, so this is why I'm going to say his name, because it's easy and there's a few from him, so that's what I'm going to say. JCA, that you are harsh when you first meet someone, but once you become friends, you are the best. It's actually been pointed out to me that that's kind of the opposite. I'm nicer to people when I first meet them, and then get more harsh as the relationship goes on. It's not like I turn from, Jekyll to Hyde or Hyde to Jekyll, it would be. Yeah. It's just that I'm more comfortable opening up and like giving people shit when I get to know them better than, having to worry about, oh, is this person going to be sensitive if I say the wrong thing, blah, blah, blah. So that's kind of what that's like. So, all right, next one. Your name isn't Mike, it's Michael. Oh shit, he knows. I've been informed by my legal team that that's actually a fact, so it's okay. I thought that was gonna do me in. Yes, it's true. That assumption is true. All right, next one. I thought you were a teacher because I learned a lot from your videos. No, I've never been an educator at any level officially. Like I don't have a license, I don't have a teaching license and all that stuff. I had some really good teachers and I had some really bad teachers, and I tried to emulate the good teachers that I had in my presentation of what I try to teach about as much as I can. But no, never was a teacher though. Thanks for the compliment. Well, I'll say a compliment because of the good teachers that I'm saying that I emulated off of. So next one, you enjoy the weather / climate in the upper Midwest. Most of the time, yes. I enjoy, of course, everybody's favorite season up here is fall. From the end of August until about mid-November is, well, end of October, we'll say Halloween. That's my favorite time of the year, and then extend it out to Christmas, but then it's less favorable when it starts getting cold and snowy. And then after New Year's, the snow can go away, and from New Year's until about June or May, it sucks. It really sucks up here. So I'd say overall, yes, I enjoy the climate because it doesn't get ridiculously hot and humid, and we don't have a lot of poisonous bugs up here and venomous snakes, so that's a plus side about having everything freeze every winter. Another one from JCA. You dislike the EU and have little interest in Europe. Yes, I dislike the EU. I think it's a stupid concept. I don't like that kind of, collective stuff. Have little interest in Europe. Have you watched my YouTube videos? Maybe not, because you're on here and this is my business account. I love Europe. I love European history, and I have quite a bit of interest in that. That's why I tried to learn German for a few years. I collect mostly European firearms, and I sell European military surplus over U.S. surplus because I think it's more interesting. So, yeah, that assumption is false. Half false, because I do dislike the EU. Next one, fun. Next one, you ship quick and sell really cool pieces at a hella good price. Aww. I try. I collect myself and like to get good deals and like to get cool stuff. And when I'm not sick and stuff like that, and it's a one-man operation, I try to get stuff out as quick as possible for my peace of mind. One of those things where I don't like things stacking up and feeling overwhelmed. So, yeah, thanks. People you went to school with thought you were a Nazi. Well, which school? Well, talking about grade school? Okay. Yeah, sometimes, but mostly they just thought I was going to shoot the school up because I wear camouflage and combat boots a lot. I just like the military stuff, and obviously that didn't go away. So they just literally were scared of me and thought I was going to shoot the school up because I was well, No, I wasn't the quiet kid. I was the weird kid. So nobody really hung out with me. I got along with everybody, I think, because they thought I was going to shoot up the school, but it was actually the other way around. I thought other kids were going to shoot up the school. I just liked wearing camouflage. So, yeah, that's a fun one. Next one. You are a military of God sent to vanquish the fuds of the earth. They'll vanquish themselves. I don't really care. And a military of God, nah, I'd say I'm lower level, like, you know, I don't know. I wouldn't call myself a god. I like it. It's fun. It's cool. It's fun to sell it to people and spread the joy, but not really a god, so half correct. You smell like a mix of Irish Spring and Surplus. Irish Spring is one of my favorite soaps. I wish I was allowed to have bar soap in my current location. The powers that be don't like having bar soap. It's soggy and gets gross. But I love Irish Spring, so if I could, I would. And Surplus. I try not to smell like musty old warehouses, but yeah, it's a good smell, and cosmely. You have the most of the world's helmets and rifles, possibly even the Holy Grail. No. Not even close. I've got a decent amount of helmets from around the world and don't have the Holy Grail. I don't know what the Holy Grail is. Like, you mean the literal Holy Grail? Because no, I definitely don't have that. As far as helmets and rifles, it's pretty standard stuff. I have pretty standard collections. You might think it's really cool, but once you get into the rabbit hole a lot more, you'll just be like, that's a pretty average collection this guy's got. So, not entirely true on that assumption. Next one, you're afraid of giving us that sweet, sweet reenactment footage of you going ape shit. No, it's out there. It's in the comments. I'm not afraid of it. You can find it if you really want to see it. So, next one, you like guns. Next one, you like guns. Doesn't take a fucking head cashier at Walmart to figure that one out. All right, next one. Well, with the name and all, I think you collect militaria. Safe assumption. I'll give you a thumbs up back because you gave me a thumbs up at the end. Yes, that is correct. Next one, you want to see a less collective Europe. That is correct. I'd like to see a less collective world. I'd like to see more individualistic and individual freedoms than collectivism. I'm not a fan of that. All right, next one, you're a very cool dude. Aw, thank you. You see all that chubby cheek fat rolling over the hands there? Nice. Next one, you have impatience for blatant/foolish ignorance. Depends on what it is, but yes. I don't know why it's like this visceral fucking reaction I get when I see foolish ignorance. Again, it could just be me projecting from things I've done in the past and said in the past or do right now. But yeah, it's like this reaction I get and I can't resist myself from just fucking being an asshole a lot of times. It's getting better, trying to control more, but yes, that's a fairly accurate assumption. Next one, two parts, same person. Honestly, I think you're a straight up guy and don't bullshit around. And is not afraid to speak his mind. So we're talking in third person here. That's good that you think that. It depends on what it is too. Like I try not to bullshit, but like everyone else, I bullshit myself more than other people most of the time. And not afraid to speak my mind. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, is it really worth the argument and the fight? I have spoken my mind before on YouTube, and man, a lot of people who, suck up and say that you're great and all that stuff turn on you if you don't agree with one little thing that they agree with. So, but yeah, I guess I wasn't afraid to speak my mind on that and some other things. But a lot of times it's just like the cost-benefit analysis of, is this going to matter? Is this going to do anything? Is it worth the fight and the stress? But yeah. Next one, you like your cat more than you like people. Which cat? And I like them about the same as I like people, which is, you do you, bud. Okay, we'll hang out for a little bit, and then you do you. So, assumption's kind of accurate, but not really, not more. I don't like my cat more than people. Next one, you live in the Midwest. Yep, mentioned that several times, and the location is, I think, on Instagram. Next one, you're more of a tits guy. Nah, I like them all. I like them both. Ass, tits, hips, face, eyes, everything. I'm not a 12-year-old that's like, boobies, I like them all. I appreciate the female body, we'll just put it that way. Next one, not even gonna read that, it's so stupid. You and your wife were both cloned from the same banana. Huh, that's a cute assumption. I'm not married. Do you see a ring on this finger? So I'm not married, and I was not cloned from a banana. How about that? Next one, that you're a sexy beast. Oh, thank you. Even though it's an unwanted sexual comment in advance, and that could be considered as sexual harassment, I'll let it go and take it as the compliment. Next one, you hated being in the military and regret joining. I hated parts of when I was in the military. It really sucked. I didn't hate it all the time. I had a lot of fun, and I met a lot of really cool people and got to do a lot of really cool shit. And I don't regret joining because I wouldn't be where I am here today. I'd probably be working some 9-to-5 job, just scraping by bare minimum. And I don't regret a lot of decisions I've made in my life, because if you regret that, you don't appreciate where you're at now. It's not that deep either. I'm not trying to be deep. I thought about this a lot. Did regret joining for a while, but now it's like, nah, it actually benefited me a lot more than you could think. But yeah, it's like any job. You hate parts of it and you enjoy parts of it. So, next one. You enjoy a really good camping trip. Nah, not so much. I'm not gonna be one of those guys, but I am one of those guys. Like the military, like being infantry, ruined it for me for camping, because like that's all you do is go out and run around the woods and camp, and you sleep on the ground and bugs and fucking animals and snakes and shit. I have camped since I was in the military. Of course, it's been a long time. It's been 8 years since I got out, but I don't know. I'd rather go like in an RV or something, or just like stay at a cabin. So, but yeah, that's a decent assumption. Next one, really down to earth. Well, it depends on what earth you live on. I live on my earth. You might live on a different earth, but I'm down to mine. Next one. You started your business as an excuse to buy milsurp in bulk and to fund your personal collection. That's actually pretty spot on. Not gonna lie. I'll make a separate video on that later on, but yeah, that's correct. That's pretty about 98% accurate. Next one, vegan. I don't know if you're assuming I'm a vegan or you're saying you're a vegan. I am not a vegan. I am like your mother. I enjoy my meat. So the next one, that you're a part of the ATF trying to catch us non-fuds. I will never be part of the ATF. I think the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives should be a convenience store, not a government bureau. Next one, you love condiments and sauces more than your girlfriend. Hold on for a second. No, I love my girlfriend more than condiments and sauces, for sure. You were a big Chad. If by that you mean like a Jersey Shore, late teens, early 20s, very arrogant, very sexually active, annoying kid, basically, or just a normie or whatever. I don't know what the hell. Everybody's got a different definition of a Chad. No, I would disagree with you. I'm not a Chad. I got out of that phase quite a bit ago, minus the Jersey Shore shit. Next one, you had no problem telling a superior to fuck off in the military. Obviously hasn't been in the military, because you don't just tell superiors to fuck off in the military. Not how it works if you don't want to be absolutely fucking miserable your entire time. No, I told them to fuck off in a way that was very tactful and when the time was absolutely appropriate, but I didn't just go, fuck you, no. Like everybody thinks that they can, or people have told stories. Generally, if somebody says that they told their superiors to fuck off, it's because they didn't do something right and then they got discharged and they're all salty about it, so they had to make up some story to hide the shame that they fucking carry with them every day. So, no, I definitely did have a problem telling superiors to fuck off. But that doesn't mean I never did. I just didn't do it in the way that you would think. There's a way to do it that takes a while. There's a road around, but it's actually quite effective. And it's very satisfying. Next one. I'm sorry this video is going so long. I didn't think I had this many. I guess, Jesus, next video is going to have to be broken up into a few parts. Super cool guy that should do a review more on bayonet prices. I haven't done one of those in a few years. Yeah, that's fair. We'll probably do that soon. Next one. You cuss too much. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? I mean, if you think I cuss too much, again, good luck in the real world. Next one. You speak without thinking sometimes. Yeah. Everybody does. Well, not everybody. Most people do. Again, I think you're projecting because we all do it to some degree. I speak without thinking. Yeah. What do you want me to do? Be like Elon Musk and just take 40 seconds for each question and just awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence. Yeah, I think you're right, and yeah, I think that's whatever. I mean, that's just not how I roll and how most people roll. Their brains don't work like that. Yeah, I speak without thinking sometimes. That's a correct assumption. Next one, that you care too much about people's opinion of you. To an extent. I think everybody does, and when you get people that, you get exposure to a lot of people, especially online where there's no repercussions, there's no face-to-face, it can affect you, and sometimes it affects you, but it's only for a couple minutes and stuff. And somebody says something that's whatever. I'm just like, well, they're projecting. You know, I used to troll back in the day, and I used to say mean shit on the internet. I was projecting my own misery onto people, so that's kind of how I get past that. But I care and I don't, because people's opinion really doesn't matter. When they start getting aggressive and start getting really stocky and stuff, then I care. But yeah, I mean, as far as just somebody calling me an asshole on the internet, don't really give two shits or a fuck. Next one, you're old. If you think 30 is old, I guess I'm old. Next one, you don't give two shits what some punk commenter on YouTube thinks. Refer to my 2 responses ago. Next one, you live near Eau Claire. Okay, yeah, from a fellow Scotty, I know that name. Sure, near, I guess. It's not, I mean, it's a haul, but yeah, I know where it is. I've been there several times. Next one, that you like receiving butt stuff. Nah, it's not an accurate assumption at all. Next one, overly negative. Not really. I mean, if that's how I come off, sure. I try to be a realist that has some humor and force like tough love in correcting stupidity that I see. May not be the right thing to do, but that's what I'm doing right now. Next one, you're an absolute Chad. Refer to my response about the other Chad thing a while back. Next one, you're the one who bought all the surplus rifles and made them double in price. Nah, I'm not. Again, my collection is pretty fucking average, so I don't have that many surplus guns. If you think this is a lot, well, I used to think this was a lot back when I was, late teens, early 20s, but it's been 20 years in the making, and it's not all at once. And no, I didn't make the prices double because I bought most of these well before they doubled in price. Next one, you secretly love me. No, I don't. I don't know who the fuck you are. The next one, you don't like Mannlicher straight pulls. I do. That's why I own them. They're cool. I think they have their place in history. I think there are better straight pulls like the Swiss ones, but they're pretty cool. Next one, hates commies. That is a correct assumption. I don't like communism. I do not like people who tell me what to do and what to think and what to produce and tell me what to do with my property and my money. I don't like that. And I don't like people who kill each other because of idealistic differences. So you're thick, 2 C's, because service-related injuries. No, I didn't get physically, I didn't get shot or blown up over there. Came close, but not, I didn't get that kind of injury. No, I came back and I had a bad attitude and just decided to do nothing but sit on my ass and eat my microwave burritos and drink a shitload of Jack Daniels and Keystone Light for a good year and a half when I got back from deployment, and then got fat and just never kind of recovered. It's a lot easier to gain weight than it is to lose it. That was a fun fucking year though, coming back. Next one, your name is Mike. No effort in that one, whatever. Next one, extreme passive aggression. I was born and raised and currently live in the upper Midwest. Yes, that is correct. It's a lot more fun and takes a lot more skill to be passive aggressive than it does to be overtly aggressive. So it's a lot more fun. Next one, you are angry, man. I'm perfectly calm, dude. Calmer than you are. Next one, I assume that you are annoyed by the politicization of the hobby of militaria. It's not just military, it's history in general. I don't like people bringing modern politics and views and applying it to the past or with military shit. When I make videos about Saudi Arabian camouflage patterns, people are like, oh my god, you see what Saudi Arabia is doing to Yemen? And I'm like, yes, I understand that this video is not about that. So yeah, you are correct, I'm annoyed by that shit. And people bringing politics into everything. Politics is one facet of your life that should be about this big, and people make it this big because they have nothing else to live for, and they're brainwashed by that little fucking box they see on their wall, or holding in their hand with the news media. Yeah, I leave politics as much as I can out of militaria and history, modern politics rather. So that is correct. Next in your name is Mike, probably. All right, that took no effort. So really quick, I'll see if there's any more, and because I'm live right now, I'm gonna just, if you post after this, you probably won't get on the video, but yeah, okay, so that's all I've got right now. Anyway, that was pretty fun. Hopefully you learned something. If you guys posted on there, you'll know which questions were yours. I read them verbatim. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. I wasn't expecting to get that many replies that quick, but yeah, it worked. So here's the thing. Again, follow me on Instagram. Cool things, some deals are on there sometimes, one-of-a-kind items. At Likes Militaria US on Instagram, and I'll probably do a New Year's special where I'll post this up on New Year's Eve or something like that, or a couple days before and then post it on New Year's Day, something like that. Somewhere around there, I'll do another one of these, but more you'll actually be able to reply and make your assumptions, and I'll be able to answer them. So cool. Hopefully this video is only like 30 minutes long. It ran a little bit longer than I thought. But yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it. It's kind of a fun little change up from the normal, grind of history and guns and surplus and whatever. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. Again, if you want to support the channel financially, of course, you know how to do that. Patreon, become a channel member, all that stuff helps me do cool videos. I have some really cool plans for 2021. When the weather gets better, we're gonna be doing a lot of ballistic tests and stuff, and a lot more shooting videos. Got a lot of cool firearms to go over the history of and all that stuff. So got a lot of good plans, and crowdfunding's been really helping. So anyway, thanks guys. Share this video out, like, subscribe, do all that happy bullshit, and we'll see you on the next video.